Hey, what's going on, guys? So we're back here in the brewery, transferring some beer from the fermenters over to the bright tanks. 2 beers going in the bright tanks. We are canning both of those beers this week, which means when we open the Brewers Union back up this weekend, we'll have some fresh beer, including the Res Dog that you saw in the last video. Right now, what you see here is our new beer that we are coming out with this weekend. In fact, as you're watching this video, it's available at the Brewers Union, and it is a Belgian wit called White Cloud. And I'll show the can here on one side of me or the other. So, and then this other tank over here is a fresh batch of Fancy Dance. So we're up to pretty much brewing that twice a month now. So you're pretty much always gonna have fresh Fancy Dance available. Alright guys, so do you guys ever wonder why a New England IPA is so much more expensive than other beers? So obviously the hops, there's a lot more hops, and hops are expensive, especially the hops that we like to use, like in Fancy Dance, Citra, Mosaic, Simcoe. Those are all really expensive hops. But here is another reason. So
hops are a vegetable.
Hops are a vegetable. 2 different beers, a wit and a New England IPA. When it comes to the wit, you can see how much beer we got out of it. So a little over 15 barrels. New England IPA, we barely got 11. Same size batch as far as how much we brewed. That's why New England IPAs cost more. It's also why we keep Fancy Dance in a 4-pack, just to keep the price down a little bit.
Floating in space, look at my face, painted in stardust.
Alright guys, so we're in for a late day today. So let's see, we got the White Cloud Wit canned and kegged. We got the Fancy Dance canned and kegged. Hoping the distributor comes to pick that up tomorrow. The meeting with the architects went pretty good. Still on pace there, everything's on schedule. And now 4:30, just got changed and showered up and all that, and I'm heading to the studio to go shoot a couple episodes of the podcast. So we have 2 episodes we're recording tonight. So basically what we do is try to record as many as we can and just kind of keep them stockpiled so that it helps to make sure we're able to release one every week like we really want to. So right now I'm down to 1 in the bank. After tonight, we'll have 3 in the bank. The 2 interviews we got going tonight are going to be pretty cool. Really, actually pretty excited. I'm tired after golf yesterday, and then other than the golf, we just haven't had any days off. But that's entrepreneurship. That's business. No days off when you're hustling. All right, so that's our new beer. White Cloud, Belgian style wheat, a wit beer, coriander and orange peel with orange zest in the secondary. So it took me a little bit to get it right. The first couple small batches were kind of tough. It's hard to get that coriander and the orange peel balanced out just right. Coriander's a lot stronger than you might think. And even though I went light the first few times I made it, it still was a little too much for me. So I like it more on the orangey side than the coriander. So, but it's cool. We did a full batch, canned most of the batch. So we have a few kegs in the tap room, and then we'll have a few kegs out at some select bars that we'll be going out to this week. Pretty cool. Excited about it. We had it at the Brewers Union this past weekend when we or this weekend when we opened back up for the first time since the virus, and it did real well. Got a lot of good compliments on it, so we'll see. Hopefully it's a big hit. I'll tell you, I don't know, I like having a wit in our lineup. It just kind of seems to round out the lineup. This is supposed to be a seasonal beer, not a year-round beer for us, but we'll see. I think we'll just see. We'll see what happens. I don't know. Maybe it sticks around, or maybe it's more of like a, more than just summer. Maybe it sticks around for spring, summer, fall type thing. We'll just play it by ear and see how it sells. Hopefully it sells great. I had footage of our meeting with architects, and for whatever reason, the camera didn't record. It started recording and then it went off, and I think what happened was I forgot to put my phone, because I record everything from my phone. So I think what happened was I forgot to put my phone on airplane mode, and so I probably got a call or a text, and then it shut the recording off. So that's what's annoying. I'm getting a camera. I'm gonna get a camera that we'll use for these. The iPhone 11 is awesome for video. It does great. Then I don't have my phone. I can't use my phone while I've got it set up for video. So, but anyways, the meeting with architects went good. We're on pace, like I said, with all that stuff. Next time, I'll make sure we have some footage of that meeting. We'll be meeting with them regularly. So on that same note, I'm gonna get into some stuff that I know I said I would talk about, so I'm gonna keep doing it, but a lot of people are gonna probably shake their head and wonder why I'm giving out so much of our inside business, But I told you guys I was gonna do this vlog, and the purpose of it would be to really document our journey from where we're at now and through having the tap room completed. So I want to take everybody through that journey and just see what it's like back, behind the scenes. A little information about some stuff you guys probably didn't know about is that before the virus hit, when we were just starting to ramp up design work and all that stuff on the building, we signed our lease. You guys saw the video that we did showing the building and all that stuff. We were under the assumption at that time that our loan was just about ready to go. So we signed the lease, started doing the design, but then the oil crisis hit. A bank or two kind of got scared off, and then we were working with several banks. And then the virus hit right after that. And all the banks were worried about was PPP loans and taking care of their customers like that. And so our project completely got put on hold as far as the financing of it. As far as the landlord and the design work and the work, getting the building ready, that was still going full steam ahead, which was kind of scary because we could be in a position of needing to start paying rent and then not have the money because the loan hadn't been processed yet or hadn't even been approved yet. So I got a little nervous and scared because, with everything that's going on with the economy, will it get approved now? That was the thing. So it was a little nerve-wracking. But the other day while we were brewing, I get a text message from one of the banks, and he told me that he would have some good news for us within the hour. And so about an hour later, I get a text from him saying, check your email. So I checked my email, and he had sent a term sheet to us. So basically laying out the terms of a loan that would be approved by the bank. So in other words, it's basically we're approved, and I can breathe a little bit easy, not stress quite as much for at least a couple days until something else comes along, because something always seems to come along in this business, or any business. Anyways, we're good to go there. We just got to iron out a couple little details, get some paperwork filled out, continue meeting a lot with the architects and our contractor and the company we're getting the brewing equipment from, which will be Alpha Brewing. So we'll have a 15-barrel brew house. So yeah, that's where we're at on that. And it's kind of emotional when you think about how this is actually happening. And I just wish my dad was here. I wish he could see it, because I had a talk last night with some guys over at Core 4 Brewing, and we were just talking about how cool it is to make beer and how beer can impact people's lives as far as an experience. Like that's what we're doing, is creating experiences. And I tell the story a lot about just how I can remember the times that I got to have with my dad, bellied up to a bar and having a good beer, and just that experience, you know. I'll never forget those places where I was at and exactly what I was drinking, and so those beers and those bars had an impact on me. And it's pretty cool to think about how we're gonna have an impact on somebody. You know, somebody's gonna have that story, and it's gonna be in our tap room drinking one of the beers that I made. And it's cool. It's really cool. I just wish I wish me and my dad could have that experience in our tap room, our new tap room. So anyhow, all right. So we previously had said we wanted to start doing these Untappd reviews. So let's get to them. Let's do a couple. All right. The first one that I want to do, I want to go with, okay, so Nick. So our old partner, former teammate at Skydance, Nick Hodge, chimed in on Untappd, drinking Res Dog. So I was with him when he bought that last weekend at the Brewers Union when we had the outdoor event. And so he checked in and gave it a 4.5. So that's a pretty good score. So it was cool to see Nick chiming in and drinking some Res Dog. Miss you, brother. And then the next one that we want to show is Summer A. So Summer also drank a Res Dog, but she drank the lemon blueberry version at the Brewers Union. And what we did is we took Res Dog and we did a small batch of it with lemon and blueberry fruit puree, and it was really refreshing. It was a great beer. I drank a little bit of that myself on Saturday. So she was at the Brewers Union, it looks like, and she gave it a 4. She gave it a 4 out of 5. So cheers, Summer. Appreciate you checking in. Appreciate you coming to the Brewers Union and having a beer. So, and then finally, let's go with, all right, we're gonna go with Phil C. So Phil checks in quite often, and I love seeing he leaves good comments as well too. Like he'll be honest too. He'll say if the beer wasn't up to par. But Phil checked in drinking a Full Blood. So Full Blood is it's a orange blood version of Fancy Dance. We love doing that small batch, just some blood orange puree. And Phil says, I think this is probably the best blood orange beer I've had yet. Just the right amount of orange. So appreciate it, Phil. Thanks for always checking in. 4.25, that's a good score. We normally would try to throw in some of the bad scores like we said we would do. My problem is there wasn't many. The ones that there were some 3s and 3.25s. I don't know, is that a bad score? What do you guys think? If you give somebody a 3 or a 3.5 or 3.25, are you saying that's a subpar beer? What's your opinion there on as far as how Untappd works? I would have read off some of the 3s, but they didn't leave comments. So if you want to leave if you want to be put onto the vlog, I prefer that you at least leave some sort of comment as well, and we'll try to get you up on there. So get on Untappd, drink some Skydance beers, leave comments and score, check in on there, and maybe we get you on here. If you have questions you'd like answered in the vlog, either comment below on the YouTube channel, on the YouTube video, or comment on one of our posts on social media and ask a question. We'd love to put it on here and answer the question and get you guys involved in the vlog. So upcoming next episode, what I want to start doing is getting out to see some of our accounts now that places are starting to open back up, and I want to take you guys with me. So we'll go out, and I don't know, I think what I'd like to do is see if we can get some of our accounts to have a beer with us and drink one of our beers and talk about it with you guys. So, and just kind of find out, see how things are going for them. So anyways, thanks for checking in. Hit subscribe, hit like, and let's see you guys in the Brewers Union. Come have a beer. Cheers.